I forget about the recording. I thought I already clicked the recording. Okay. Okay, so I repeat again, guys. I repeat again. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so today we will create something like we have a multiple sprite because I know a lot of you. Okay, because a lot of you like 80% of you, 80% of you are doing games. So this game having a similar codes for all the sprites. Most of the sprite having a similar codes. So instead of you have, you have like hundreds of sprite with a similar codes, you can use this technique, to make them as object oriented and making them as following the parents. Okay, so let's restart. Let's we go to Snap. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yes,
Okay.
Miss.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. First of all, we will create a few blocks. Okay, the first block that we will created is to create one constructor. Okay, so this constructor will hold, okay, okay, first of all we will create sorry, it's not a construct, so yes, correct. Okay, we will create one attribute. Okay, one attributes. These attributes will hold, will hold a sprite secrets identity. The secrets identity is inside costume lah. So we will have a different secret identity. Okay, so this attribute will hold the secret identity. So when we go to the variables, okay, we will create two different variables. One is for the secrets. Okay, so this secrets variable will hold this all secret identity. Okay, and then another one, another one is the style, to show a different style of our secrets identity. Okay, so first of all, let we create the variable. Create the two variable first. Make a variable secret. Make sure it is for this part only. Okay, the secret is for this part only. Different part secret. So the secret is for this part only. Make sure it's a local variables, guys. Okay, style as well is a local variables. So for this part only. Okay, clear?
Yeah, Miss.
Okay, so can we proceed? Okay, we proceed. Okay, we should proceed. Okay, so next, the next part that we need to do is we have our costumes. So how many costumes that we want to add? So just add 4 different costumes. So you can choose any of the costumes that you like. You can use any of the costume that you like. So if you want to have humans or people, okay, you want to have apple, okay, can import anything. It depends on you. You want to have anything, it depends on you. Okay, you want to have bells A, okay. You want to have ball A, okay. Okay, and then maybe the last one I say I want to have cheesy puff. Okay, so make sure you click at the apple. Okay, done. So it's done. Okay, if you are done importing the costumes, let me know. If you are done inserting the costume, let me know. Let me know, guys. Okay, if you are done.
Miss.
Done, eh? Other students, if you are done, let me know. Okay? Just let me know.
Done, miss.
Done, miss.
Done, eh? Why? It's already afternoon. Sometimes your voice becomes very slow. Okay? Like no mood. Not excited to have a class. Why? Is everything okay for you guys? Hmm?
I'm okay, miss.
I'm okay. Be active and be cheerful, guys. Okay? So let's restart. Okay? So when we already have the variables, we already create the variables. So that's it. Okay? We want to make our sprite size become smaller than this. So we can go to the looks, right? So set the size to 40. Okay? So just click at the size. Click at the block. We know that we can click at the block, so it will be 40. All sprite will become 40%. Okay? So now, okay? So now what you have done, okay? Now we need to create the constructor. So we know the constructor is the a method, okay? A method for all of our sprite secrets, okay? All our sprite secrets identities. So it's like a method. So we want to create a method. So creating a method is like creating the function. Creating the methods is like creating the function. So we are using a make a block. We are using the make a block. So using a make a block, okay, we will have the constructor to pass a parameters. So that means we will have a method or a function with a parameters. So how if we have these parameters? Okay, how if we have these parameters, the method with the parameters? So we will do it today now. Okay, so we will have two parameters. One is for rows, okay, the rows, and another one is for the columns. So we will assume that okay, the columns is up to us later on when we run. It can be one column or two column, or it can be three column, or it can be four column, or one row, or two row, or four row. It depends. Okay, and we also want to set the placement where we want to have our secret agent to appear. This is mean that, okay, that is mean that the position is depends on our program. So we said that it must be allocated at the position of X and Y. Okay. Then it will be like 1 multiply 2 or 3 columns. Okay. So it will depends on 60 multiply 60. Okay. Something like that we said. Okay. We said something like that we want to be. So X must be multiplied. The value of X must be multiplied with the 60, and the value of Y must be multiplied by 60 as well. So first of all, we create a block. So creating a block, which category that you think you want to use for this position or constructor initialization? Which identity, which category you want to use? Which one? Which one? Which category you want to use, guys? Which category you want to use?
The motion.
Okay, you say motion because you want to set the position. So okay, name them as initialize because we want to initialize the positions. Initialize, spelling error. Okay, make it for this part, and it's a command. Okay, okay. So you will get this. So now we want to have a parameters inside here. So parameter value inside here. So are you done?
Miss,
Yes.
it's supposed to be for this sprite only.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm done, miss.
Done, eh? Okay. Done, everyone? Done, eh? Okay, we proceed, eh? Yes? I heard someone talking. Yes, okay. Okay, so now when we say we want to have the parameter, can you see the plus button here? Can you see the plus button here? So click at that plus button. So you can have a title text or input name. So we want to have the input names. We want to have the inputs name since we want to create okay, we want to have the user to enter a value or the program to enter the value. Okay, so here we go. Okay, first of all, I want to have a title text. First of all, I want to have a title text. I say the position, the parameter will be 3 parameters. One is the XY position and another one is the costumes, the secret costume that we will want to rotate. So first title text X. Okay, so it will be like this. So you can have an input name. Okay, I will put the IX, initialize X, the value of X for initialize. We click the arrow and choose the number. Okay, choose number. Okay, change the name, input name, number. Okay, so it will become something like this. Okay, then second is the Y. So first, because sometimes we forget about what is we doing, so we just put title text Y, and then input next, input name. So I say IY, because we know that is the meaningful. So initialize Y. So number, okay. And the last one is the costume. Okay, the costumes, the secrets. So sorry, it's supposed to be title text first. Okay, costume, and then I say costumes number. Okay, so yours, okay, yours constructor should be something like this. Okay. Okay. If you are done, let me know. Done, just inform me.
Done, miss.
If you are done, let me know. Okay, guys.
Miss, can you show it again?
Show which one?
How you set the costume one?
Which costume? It's similar like Y and X. So which costume? Costume or I costume?
The eye costume.
I costume is input name. It's similar with X and Y. I costume is input name. Set them as an input name. Okay. Forget to unmute, to mute my handphone. Someone is calling. Okay, done. Is it okay somewhere? Are you done?
Yes, miss.
So using the input name, using the input name. Okay, other student done as well, Others done as well, Okay. So let's proceed. So now we want to set the position. Okay, so the position of X and Y. So we choose go to X and we let them to set the position based on the calculation. Okay, plus, okay, put a plus here, and for the next will be, okay, multiply. Okay, so first of all, I would say it's -2 for 0. Okay, this one, doing the inputs, the parameters here. Okay, the parameter put inside the first column here. So the x will be multiplied by 60. So any value that we entered, okay, later on will be will be based on this calculation. -340 plus the x multiplied 60. That is the value of the x. Okay, and y is -80. Okay, put here. Okay, y, bring the y, just bring the orange color, just bring here the parameter. Okay, then, okay, 60, another 60. That's all. Okay, and then okay, done.
Yes, miss. Done.
Okay, so now first we switch to the costume of I costume. Okay, so switch the costume to the I costume, all the costumes here. Okay, and then we set, since we already have the variable, so we set the secrets to the I costume. We set the secrets to the I costumes, and then we set the style to pick randomly from 1 to 4. Okay, pick randomly from 1 to 4 because we only have 4 costumes. So we just pick randomly from 1 to 4, and then we switch the costume to the style. Okay, and then show. It must show. It must be show. But we cannot show yet. We cannot show yet. So we show. We show. So if you have more than 4 costumes, let's say you have 8 costumes, so you just put the pick randomly from 1 to 8. You just put the pick randomly from 1 to 8. So it depends on how many costume we have. So now we have 4, so we have 4 only. It's too hot, right, nowadays?
Yes, miss. Very hot.
Yeah, very hot. But switch on the aircon. Of course, the electricity bills will be very high lah. But if not switch on the aircon, it will be very hot. Then we don't have any choice. But seriously, it's very hot nowadays. If you are done, you can close. Okay, you can close the method, the constructor. You can see method editor. You can close the method. If you have done, just click OK. Okay, if you are done. Done. I will not close until you guys, everyone are done. I will not close until everyone are done. So I will wait for you guys. That is me. We wait my students. If you are done, let me know. Okay.
Miss, I just wanted to ask, is method
Yeah.
editor and block editor the same or different?
Same.
Okay.
Okay, same. Custom block, you mean by custom block, right? It's same.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
similar. It's similar. Okay, just in Snap, their name as a method editor. In the BYOB is a block editor. Actually, it's same thing. Okay.
No, Miss, my Snap is also call it block editor.
Your Snap calling block editor.
Yeah.
Oh, different, eh? But actually same. Actually, it's the same thing. Okay. Actually, it's the same thing. Actually, it's the same thing because the block editor, as I know, previously in a BYOB, okay, in a BYOB, the block editor. But if yours is block editor as well, no problem because it's the same thing. So no worries. Okay.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. Okay. Done, guys. Are you done?
Done, miss.
Okay, done, eh? So now close. Close, click OK, close. So you can find it inside motion. So this is your initialize. So now next we want to create a script. Okay, we will create a script that actually will create a clones. That creating a clones for our all secrets identity. Okay, so this this block, okay, this clone block, okay, is not only about creating a clone. Okay, the difference only that we need to handle the parameters. Okay, the parameters of our position and costume. So to send the parameter, we need to launch or to run the code, to run the initialize, the one that we created just now. So we need to run the initialize block just now. So we can test before we proceed to the whole program that run by themselves. We can test first, doing the based on the iterating and incremental testing and debugging. So first of all, we will create another block, but this time around, which category you want to use? I would like to hear from my students. I don't want my student to become very quiet. So I would like to give you guys that you are the one who choose the category. Okay, which category you want to have or to use? Which category? Which category?
Control.
Okay, so you want control. Can. Okay, so we have create. Maybe you don't want to have. We can say this clone or make a clone. Okay, create a clone or make a clone. So we can have make a clone. We can have a long name in this in this computer in this visual programming. So it's a command for this part only as well. Okay. 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 Done. Let me know. If you are done, let me know. So this making a clone, since in your initialization you have 3 different parameters, so this making a clone also must have 3 different parameters. Okay, X, title text, and then we have the input name CX, clone X, the position of X, numbers. Okay, similar similar as the initialize, so you must have 3. Okay, so another one is Y. And then C, Y for the Y position. Okay. And another one is the long one is secret. The secret costume. I would like to name them differently. Secrets. Okay. Okay. So it will be this cancel block. Okay. So here we go. C secret and numbers. Okay. So here we go. So now we will create a clone. So creating a clone, we will use, not when I start as clone, create a clone, we will use tel. Okay, tel, okay, we will use tel, okay, a new clone of myself, putting inside here, like this, to go to your initialize, bring the initialize value here. Make sure it fix, it fix here, like this. And click at the arrow from the tel, like this. So you must have 3 different inputs. So the input will be CX, CY, C sequence. Okay, something like this. If you are done, let me know.
Miss, how do you drag the initialize X and Y costume inside the thing?
Just drag this one and put inside here. Something like this. Bring and put inside here. Remember what I mentioned to you guys. So this block programming, okay, the visual programming is similar, it's like a puzzle. So you must make sure it fits. Okay, it's fix the puzzle area that you want to fix in. So make sure. Just I drag from here. I just drag from here and put. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Miss. Miss.
Okay.
Miss.
Yes.
I'm trying to drag it into the
Mm.
thing, but it's not staying, like it's not fitting.
It must. Maybe the way you drag and you drop is the problem. Because you can see, I'm showing you that it's fixed. So when you say you cannot fix it, that means it's either you are not using a command, okay, the command block, okay, when you choose to create the initialize, or you didn't try to fix it correctly. There is only 2 ways. If you say cannot, that means either we didn't create the blocks using a command, choosing the command, okay, as a command, or you didn't fix it correctly. There's only 2 ways. Sorry, Saad, I just saw your message. So we already used the control. But thank you for your answer.
Miss, can you open the initialize script again? I realized I did something wrong. Okay, thank you, Miss. I realized mine shows block editor because I forgot to click only this sprite.
Okay, so because of the you didn't choose the this part only, so previously in our BROB doesn't matter if you use this part only or all sprite, they still show you the block editor. But now, okay, now in Snap we learn something new. Okay, we learn something new that it will show a method editor when we choose this part only. Okay, good things. Okay, the good things that your fans experience it. Okay, when your fans experience it, then we also can experience the same thing. Okay, don't worry. Okay, done. Finish. Finish.
Yeah, yes, Miss, finished.
Okay, so if you are finished, so let's retry first. Okay, we go to control, bring the make a clone. Okay, enter any value. So I will say 3 for x, y 1 for y, and the secret of 3. So when we enter, okay, it's already here. Okay, so why is my costume? So I will put here. Okay, so here we go. So costume number 3, 1, 2, 3. So here. Okay, so try to enter a different value. You can try to enter a different value, a different value for x and y. Okay, you can try any value. Okay, so sorry. Okay, here we go. So costume number 4 is the cheesy puff. So correct. So this is our costume number 4. So it will be based on sprite. Apple sprite is the number 1. Now it doesn't hide because we didn't instruct that sprite apple. The first one costume is to hide. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be based on that. So if that just now my the one is it will be a different. So 1, 2, 3, it will be different. It depends. It depends on how you arrange. Okay, where is the first one to become your costumes? Yeah. So it show that it changed. So now this sprite already have the clones. Okay. Apple already have a clone which is cheesy puff, but it doesn't show at all the one that we want. Arrangement in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, in the line. Okay, the one with the example I show you guys. So we will start doing that. It's not complete yet, but we test first whether our initialize code and the make a clone code is working or not. So now we can see it's working. Okay, now we can see it's working. So you should get a different spot here. When you click here, you click, it will be a different side. Okay.
Sorry, Miss, can check the script again. Mine is not working.
Okay, done. Is it working?
I'm not sure why mine isn't working, Miss.
Check your variables. Is your variable is a local variable or global variables? Check.
Do you mean the secret and style, Miss? I already set
Yes.
it to local.
Then it should work. Then it should work, eh? Are you sure that is the correct operator for the position X and Y? I'm really sure that operator is wrong. Check carefully, eh? Check carefully. That is not the correct operator, eh?
Okay, I see it now, Miss. Okay, now it works, Miss.
Okay. Who else having a problem? Who else doesn't work? Who else their program doesn't work? Is everyone work? Is everyone program working, guys?
Miss, my program is working, but for my variable sprite style, right, it's choose random 1 to 4, right? Now your program, it says that your variable for the style is 4, correct?
Ah,
But mine never changed. Mine is just 0 0, but my program works.
0 0 means it doesn't choose from the costumes given there.
It does, but it's just my sprite style variable. The number doesn't change. It remains 0, but my program works.
Oh, like mine change, but yours doesn't change.
Yeah, mine doesn't change.
Oh, weird, eh? Can I see? Is it your style is a local variable or global variables? Your style is local variable or
My style is local. Yeah.
local?
Yeah.
Weird, eh? Because last times my students having a problem like you, but it doesn't work. Can I see your code, please?
Yes. Hold on.
Screenshot your screenshot. Just screenshot your code. Just like what Samuel does previously. Just a screenshot of your code. Okay, most of you get the output. Yours need to check yours as well, eh? Can you share your screen, eh? Share your screen. Show your screen. Share your screenshot. Sorry. Okay, good. Oh, lah. Which one is yours? This one. Pick randomly, I costume, switch to star.
Miss, I have a question.
Hmm.
What if before we pass out our individual project, right, the program works, but what if that day when you open our individual project, right, and the program doesn't work, what will happen?
Usually I will contact the person.
Okay.
Because last time when the star is 0, then it doesn't work, but it's very weird. Yours, even your star is 0, it's working, right? So I say very weird. Can I see your mega clone program? The code, the mega clone code. Can I see your mega clone code?
Hold on, Miss, I take a screenshot.
Okay, can. It's okay. Today, we take a time also can, no problem. Huh? Wait, very weird lah. Because last time when the star is 0, it cannot work, you guys. Cannot work. But okay lah kalau if it can works, because last time it doesn't work. If the star is 0, it doesn't work, guys. We need to fix the issue. But if you say that your star is 0 and it's working, then okay lah. Then it's okay. Okay, then it's okay because your program is correct. Even this program also correct, right? So cannot say anything anymore lah. Since it's working, sometimes it can happen like this, okay? So, but be careful, okay? Be careful. Make sure the variable having a value. When you have the variable, make sure the variable having a value. You need to be careful. You need to be careful. So, if for now it's working, then we can proceed. Okay, we can proceed for now. Okay, we can assume that it's okay, no problem with your program. Even though we're still feeling not good, okay, to have the program working, but actually is a 0 in your style, but it's working, so we can proceed. Okay, when you check, it's actually for the style, the value is 4, but the value inside the variable here does not change. That is what you mean.
Yes.
But it's okay. We look after we have the whole program. We look after we already have the whole program. Okay. So right now we test. We do the testing. Like a quick testing to see whether our block is running or not. Okay. So you said that even 0, you're still having the changing of the clone. So now next we begin to start writing the whole program. Okay, writing the whole program. So we are not the one who insert the value. We are not the one who insert the value. So let's the program insert the value. So first we bring the when a green flag click. Then we make sure the size will be 40 at the beginning. Okay. And then we hide This one we want to hide, we don't want to appear here. Okay, and then we want to have the very local variables, the one that the local variables only for the specific part only. So we will use script variable. So if you didn't know, you can right click and help. So this is a local variables to a single script temporarily only. So we always use them for the object oriented. Okay, okay, we click OK. Doing the script. Since we have 3 parameters, so the variable also must have 3, but we have additional 4. Okay, we have additional. 1 click is the script variable for X. Second, script variable for Y. Third one is for the new sprite. Okay. And the last one is the costume list. Okay. So we will have a list for the costume list. So we will setting up later. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So this variable only for this temporarily. So then we will set the XY. Okay. The SY. The Y into 1. Okay. We will set starting from 1. Okay. Then how many times you want to repeat for the rows? So for example, you want to have 2 rows. So you just repeat 2. Bring repeat and 2. So you will have 2 rows. Okay. So we will set the costume list to a permutation of a list. So this permutation of a list, we will create a block. One another block for list. So permutation. So if you remember when you learn your mathematics, permutation is what? Is the list, the arrange of the list. So if you can go to the you just permutations. Okay. So permutations, you can find it. So it's a set of a list, the sequence or linear order. A setting order. So permutation, not command, is a reporter. Okay, permutation, and it must be a reporter for this sprite only. Okay, click OK. Okay, make sure it's a reporter. Okay, make sure it's a reporter. Okay, if you are done, okay. So this is your reporter. Don't worry about this report. Later, it will be the last code. It will be the last code for your program. Okay, so we will have another temporary variables, the local variables inside here. Put here, this one. Okay, inside here. So we will have one. So this permutation input names only for the size, the list size, the size of the list. So we have, okay, so numbers, okay, the size of the list. If you are done, so now we will have 2, okay, temporary variable. One is the P index, another one is for the list, permutation list. Okay. So index is the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4. The numbering index, remember, is when you create the list, it will be a numbering 1, 2, 3, 4. List is the list. Okay, we will create our list using this permutation. Okay, so then we will set. Okay, we will set what? We will set the P list to list. Okay, done like this. And then we will set the index, the P index by 1. Okay, so the index will start by 1. Usually the index will start by 1, so it will be 1 lah. So now we repeat how many looping? Repeat P size. Repeat the size. Repeat the size. Okay. Repeat the size, and then we insert. Okay. We insert the index, the P index to random of the list. Okay. We will insert into a list. Then we will change the index by 1. Index or size, index by 1. Okay. And then we'll report the list. Done. That's all for the list. So they will create a list for us. We don't have to create a list. Previously, we go to the variable and then we create as a list. No, don't worry. In this situation, we will create the list. Okay, they will create the list for us. Okay. They will create the list. So we begin. If you are done, let me know. Done, just let me know, guys. If you are done, just let me know. For those just now, your style can display even though it's a 0. We look after this. I'm afraid that it will give you a problem, but if not giving you a problem, then it's a good thing lah. Okay, it's a good thing. So let me see. If you are done, let me know. Done, just let me know, guys.
Done.
Miss.
Done, Everyone done?
Done, Miss.
Done,
Miss, I'm not done yet.
Okay, I will wait, Chen Hao.
Miss, I found out why it's 0, the style.
Huh?
I think I found out why the style is 0. Because if you put the initialize into another custom block, the style doesn't get updated. So if you set your style to 0, then you click the script again, it remains the same number.
So you must stop. You must click a stop first.
No. It's like it's like because I think you said something about it's temporary or something, the variables and all. So
Well,
because you put the initialize into the clone, then the style doesn't get updated.
Oh no lah. The temporary we just use it. Previously we didn't use any temporary variable. Previously we didn't use any temporary variable. We just use the temporary variable. Now, previously when we test, we didn't use any temporary variables.
Well, from what I can see, if you click initialize, then the style will change. But then if you click clone, then it doesn't change.
Okay. Okay, thank you for your thank you for your sharing. Okay, we will see after this. Okay, we will try. Okay, we will see.
Miss, I'm done.
Okay, everyone done, Okay, everyone done?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so let's we proceed. Okay, so done. So now bring your list of permutations right here, like this. Okay, so your list of permutation, it will be how many lists you have, how many costume that you have, 4, right? So just mention 4 here. Okay, I just mention 4 here, and then we already set the y, so now we will set the x to 1. Okay, so this 2, repeat 2 is for a row. Okay, repeat 2 is for a row. Now we want to have a columns, so we will have another repeats. So it will be 4 before we, okay, because we have 4 different costumes only, so we'll have 4, repeat 4, it's not repeat. Then we will bring our make a clone just now inside here. So this make a clone, the value of x and y, okay, it will be from here, x, y, and the secrets, we will give them to work for us, okay. So the value will keep increase, okay. Then we will have the item, okay, item, okay, secret item, okay, of the list, okay. So it's a costume list here, so make sure it's a costume list here. So item, where you want to place your item, so the item I want to play in the X position, okay. So it will be +1, so it will keep increase, it will keep increase, +1, +1, okay, the value. And then we change the X by 1, okay, we change the X by 1, XX by 1, and outside of the repeat 4, we change the SY by 1. Okay, so that's all. So you can start running your program. So it's randomly. Since you say it's randomly, so they will pick randomly. Something that they will pick randomly. So it will pick randomly, it depends. Okay, it will be depends. Since we say it's randomly picked. Okay, secret must, okay, your program, the secret, the style is 0. My program, my secret is 0. I can see. Suppose the secret also will be appear, guys, but it doesn't show. The secret is 0. So sometimes it's happen, but it's working. Sometimes
It's just that it's not updated. So if you realize your style is always 4.
Okay. Okay. So actually it's working. So you can see here. Okay. You can see it's, secret is 0. See that it doesn't show in our variables. It's supposed to show. Okay. Where is my clone just now? Why? I need to undo. Oh, okay. So here we go. So maybe we can check with our previous class. Okay, our previous class, how we do it, how we do, and it's working doing them. Okay, so we can check. So let's retry. It's supposed to be updated. It's not. I don't think. I'm not sure if because of the internet connection or what, but it's supposed to be updated. But let's retry. So this one is the new. This one is ours. This one is from the previous class. The previous class have a lot of trouble last time, okay. Last time on doing the class, they have a lot of trouble where we start, okay, we start with a lot of like it doesn't show, okay. So then we fix it up. So let's we figure it out why we didn't have this, okay, in our class. Supposed to change, okay, but it's working. It's working. It changed the cloning, okay. It's changed. So every time, so if you change it to here 3, okay, so it will have 3 rows. See, it will be having 3 rows. So if you say change x by 2, change y by 1, so it will become like this. The space, the spacing of the x will become 2 by 2 plus by 2, okay. So that is the position that will change. But it's supposed to be working. So let's check. Let's check. First of all, we go here back. So let's we see our clone. Okay, let me see our clone. Edit. So tell a new clone of myself to, okay, similar. So let's we see the initialization. I costume, so same lah, similar. It's similar. So what is the problem here? Oh, the secret star doesn't change. Supposed to be changed, but they didn't change. They does not change here. 0, 0. The worst part is here is 0, 0. But it's supposed to be changed, guys. Let me see. It's supposed to be changed or not, actually. Okay. Let me see. Okay. It will only change if we put the make a clone, I think. So, so let me check, guys. It's okay. I'm okay. Okay. It's normal, sometimes we don't realize that actually it doesn't show, but we think it's show the value until okay, some of us saying that means it doesn't show. So then we realize that actually it doesn't show. So let's recheck. Because yesterday is showing. Yesterday Monday is showing. So I need to check again. Wait. So if let's say we bring the initialize, so it's from looks, the initialize or make a clone. So make a clone for photo. It's a variable make a clone. So if I make a clone, so let's say I put 2, 2, 4. Oh, worst part 0. Doesn't show anything. Now it doesn't show. Let's me figure it out, guys. Okay, let's me figure it out. Okay. Okay, let me figure it out again. Okay, why? Let me figure it out for you. Why it doesn't show, but usually we didn't show it, but it shows, it doesn't show. It doesn't reset as well.
Miss, I think the permutation, the one with the 4 one is different with the list with permutation one, right?
Okay, the permutation, the list with the permutation here. Yes, different with the cost, the list with here, because in Snap they didn't number, okay, the costumes. Okay, so they will randomly pick which one is number 1, which one number 2, which one number 3. Okay, so they will randomly. Okay, but in if in BYOB or Scratch, they have the list 1, 2, 3, 4 for the costumes. So it's different. Yes, it's different. It's so yes, it's different. So what is your questions? What is your question now?
Just now the one you refer just now is the last week class one, right? The other week.
Not last week. From our previous our another tutorial group. They are from group 1, group 2, city group 2, on Monday.
Nothing. I just realized there's a difference between our script and their script. I don't know if it's a difference or what.
The difference is they have 5 costume, you have 4 costume. That is the only difference.
Okay.
Actually, there is no difference. Actually, it's similar. So no costume, no issue. Okay, no issue. There's no issue because they have the same one with you guys. So no worries. Eh? But if you look at the BYOB code, then there will be different because different. We wrote it differently. So but it's suppose. Oh lah. Yeah lah. Okay, now I know. Okay, now I know. When we already put a pick randomly and it's local, okay, so the cloning part doesn't show the the style or the secrets anymore. Okay, the secrets or the style doesn't show the value for the variable anymore when we already put it the random one. Okay, so if we if we set a new one, another one, so let we try, we try when click. Okay, so this will set the set the can bring it there. I suppose can bring it set. Cannot put that there. Cannot put that. I like to try and error, guys. Actually, I like to try and error. Cannot. This is only from here. My parents. Set my parents to secret. So nothing happened. So it's an error here. So this code are error. There's nothing here. Wait, we stop. We show at the end. We show back this one. Let's we show. So here when I click, nothing happened. Nothing happened for this one. We figure it out, guys, why this secrets and style is not working. So let me figure it out for you guys. Okay. Maybe because of it becomes parent, so it's a now I know why. Remember the meaning of the subclass or child class. So that inherits the parents. So that's why when you already appear here, okay, they already appear here. So all of this is the clones. The clone is the child class, the subclass of these parents. They inherits all the same okay, variables, okay, the same permutation, okay, the same costume list, they inherit all the same repeat for, okay, the attributes, okay, so they inherit everything. So that is why we didn't see any value here. That is why. That is why we didn't see any value anymore here, because it's a clone. It's a clone. So cloning, the object is the first one here. That is the parents object. Okay, that are parents. The others here is a clone. Okay, this is all the clones. Clones mean the child. Okay, the child class. So if in previously in BYOB or Scratch, we can see the clones. How we can see the clones? Like this one, I show you. Okay, I show you how we can see the clones. Okay, I show you how you can see the clones using the BYOB. Okay, I will show you. So we see the clones or the parents as a different sprite. Okay, we see them as a different sprite. So here we go. Okay, so when you click the green flag, click. So all these are the child. Okay, so they say it's script 2 kind of sprite 1. Kind of sprite 1 means the sprite 1 is the parents. They are the parents. And the sprite 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 is the children. So that is why we cannot see the value in the secret and style anymore, because they are cloning, or they are having the same attribute, the same method from their parents. So when we click, previously when they create as a different sprite. So when we click the sprite, they have a similar, exactly the same code like this. All the sprite having a similar code. But now a newest version of Snap, they didn't show them in a different sprite. Instead of they show them in a different sprite, they show them in one sprite only. But they are do the cloning. So now I know, now I understand. Okay, so is it clear for you guys? Is it clear for you guys?
Yes, miss.
Clear, eh? So now Zen, E, and Ow. So it solved your problem, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So any questions regarding this object oriented? Any questions? Any questions?
So far, no ways.
So far, so far no, eh? Okay, so today in our lecture class, as we know, we already done with the lecture, right? So today, as mentioned in our lecture class, I will give you more tutorials and one questions for a practice for your lab test too. So if you cannot finish during the class, you can always, you know that you can always submit to me, send to me your work for me to check. Remember that, okay? You know that you can always send to me because some of you are not sent to me when I give you the practice one previously. You guys didn't send to me the works, and then I can see student who didn't send to me the works, they didn't know where is their mistake, and they repeat the mistakes. Okay, they do the mistakes during the actual lab test. So why we give the practice? We give the practice to avoid this kind of mistake. But if the lecture already give you the practice questions, but you still didn't, okay, consult with the lecturer, then the lecturer cannot do anything anymore because it depends on yours, okay? It depends on ourselves. If we want to learn, we will ask anything that we don't understand, and we will ask the lecturer to check if the lecturer already give the practice. It's not that we are waiting for the answer to be given to us. We must do a practice, because I keep repeat that programming is just like mathematics. Do a lot of practice. I can see those who sent to me, okay, checking the answer, most of them are doing good in the lab test one. Just I still don't get any time to insert the feedback. Okay, I didn't get any time to insert any feedback for your lab test yet, because a few of things need to be done, okay, need to be submit, okay. I will try to find a time for me to, okay, upload, okay, the feedback for all your lab test one. So make sure, guys, when I give a questions, do it, do the practice, and make sure to check with the criteria, the marking criteria given to you. What is the purpose that marking criteria given to you? Is for you, okay, to study the marking criteria, so you guys will excel in the studies. So please make sure when the lecturer giving the practice question, do the practice. Okay, I will see you at our class this afternoon. Okay, later on. Any other questions? I will give you a rest for a while lah, okay, before we start our class, another class, because this tutorial is only about the object oriented. So any question about this object oriented? Any questions? Any question, guys?
No question, miss.
No questions. Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Not a miss.
Clear,
Yes, miss.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, we will stop our recording now, and I will give you the attendance.